Hello everybody, it is Brooke with the Junk Parlor, and I don't know about you, but I have been in the purge mode. So it's not even quite spring, so I'm doing early spring cleaning, I guess. But I have been really motivated at getting things cleaned up. I'm an organization person anyway, so I like to have things very systematic. Everything has a home. I know where everything goes. I know where everything is. That's the type of person that I am. However, I still have too much stuff. So we've been in this house for 1.5 years now. And my idea is if I haven't used it in 1.5 years, I'm not going to use it. So I need to move it on. And as a reseller, yes, I could put everything that I'm donating on Facebook Marketplace, have a garage sale, take it to a flea market, list it online in another capacity. But guess what? I don't want to, because what seems to happen is I can pile all this home stuff up, but I already have business stuff that I need to get put on the website, that I want to get put on Marketplace, that I want to get out in front of people's eyes so that they can purchase it. I already have a long list of those items. I don't need to add more to that, especially as a reseller. A lot of things that I sell, it's because I have a certain platform for selling them. And the house stuff, you know, I have not an air fryer, I have a real fryer, I have curtains, I have pillows, I have covers for the pillows. Things like that, I don't really have a natural outlet for. I don't have customers for those things. And so for me, having it where I can just put it in a bag, put it in a box, donate it, get it out of the house immediately, that works way better than holding on to it. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes my decluttering, my purging is some kind of cyclical where, you know, like 1 week you're all gung-ho and getting rid of all of this stuff. And then the next week, if it hasn't left your house, you're like, well, I could use that. Or I'm not sure I want to get rid of it. I could do XYZ with it. And then you talk yourself out of getting rid of stuff I haven't used for over 1.5 years. So I am more the make a pile, get it out of the house. I'm also a donator in the sense that I have friends who are high school teachers. So I messaged one of them and said, do you want this, 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 and this? She said yes or no. I made her a pile. I have a neighbor who is an elementary teacher. I asked her if she wanted this, this, and this, and she said yes. So I am still making her a pile because I still need to go through some things that I think would be a good fit for her. But I did all of that before I moved. I donated so much stuff, but if I haven't used it, it needs to go. Of course, when I went to drop off the stuff at the thrift store, which I've gone twice, maybe 3 times to donate, and I do have another pile started, which I am going thrifting tomorrow, so I should take that little pile so that I don't talk myself out of it, because I already about talked myself out of these little tea lights that you can turn on in a plastic egg. Well, I thought the eggs I had were going to be too small for this little idea I found on Pinterest. Might help to turn the little candle on. But I just want to show you, and I think my eggs are too small to close, but you get the idea. And then it lights up the egg. But these are kind of small eggs, but you can pick up a lot of eggs thrifting. And these little tea lights you can too, because I'm donating them, along with a couple other things. But it's like, Brooke, no. You haven't used them yet. And I hadn't used them when I lived in Centerville. I just couldn't throw them away then or donate them then. So I am getting rid of them. But every time I've gone to the thrift store, what do? I donate. and then I go walk around. And so I have picked up a few things.
So at the thrift store, someone had kind of pushed through this paint board. They were probably trying to figure out if it was on canvas or if it was on a board, and you couldn't see from the back because it was papered. It was only $4.99, I think that says, and you can see that someone has punched through the paper where the nails were, again, I think checking to see if it was a canvas. So I examined it at the thrift store and it didn't look like it was damaged too badly. I don't really like the frame, and even if I keep it in the frame, I have to remove some of those back tacks or whatever you call them and get the painting back in position, re-tack it so that it's pushed to the front, because right now that one corner I shared is pushed to the back and not in position. So we're going to do a little bit of doctoring, and then I am going to save the little tack pieces. I don't even know what they're called. I actually had some tack pieces in my stash already, so I just added these to it, and then I'm keeping this paper for shipping just to have some filler. So I try and save everything. Again, I'll get to a point where it's like, okay, now it's time to go through all these things that I've kept, and if I'm not using them, then I need to get rid of them. But in the meantime, I will hang on to them.
This is that painting that we took out of the frame, and I just love it. I feel like most of the paintings that I have, well, one is winter, one isn't, but you can't see the whole scape. Well, I guess there's, I say that, and in this spot, there's only 2 winter ones, but I feel like a lot of my paintings are winter ones, but that's okay. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this frame. That looks like it has a little bit of a scrape damage there, but it's like blue suede, and then the wood isn't even that greatest color. And this says Samson Landscape with Mountains, 14 by 18. So they had wrote on the frame what was getting mounted in it. So I don't know. I probably will just go ahead and end up donating this because it's not calling my name. This, I'm not really sure, but it spoke to me. And I thought it was probably, I figured I'd pick it up, look at the bottom of it, and it would have a sticker on it from some store. It doesn't. It has initials, or DC. And so it's homemade. Now, how they got that pattern, I don't understand how they did that, but I love it. So $20 on this. If it was green, it looks like it has like multiple layers. If it was green, I would love it even more. But I do have a lot of blue-green going over in our lower level kitchenette. And so I can stick it in there if I want. So $20 on our little vase.
So the bottom of this has some metal, I don't even know, not necessarily legs, maybe wheels used to slide into them, but they're raised off the bottom of the box. So you can see that someone has added chunks of carpet to the corners, and I'm guessing they did that before they realized that the little feet thing were taller than the carpet chunks. Does that make sense? So the carpet was doing nothing to help protect whatever they were trying to protect on the floor or piece of furniture. So then somebody came in and put these felt tabs. That is what is preventing this piece from scratching something. And the carpet was fraying, and you could see it from the sides or top of the box.
So we took the bottom off of this piece. Almost all of them that I could find online, this is like a coal box or a kindling box or a tinder box. They're brass wrapped, but typically they are wooden, and this one is metal. So I don't know if that necessarily means anything. I would think having your kindling in a wooden box, even though kindling is wood, would be possibly dangerous, but maybe not. But I loved the hammered scene. I thought even though ours is just a fake fireplace or it's a gas fireplace, I could still put this by the fireplace. And part of it seems a little bit homemade because see those hinges where the bottom attaches? It looks like somebody's cut it off. And it's not actually screwed into that bottom. It's like, must be welded in some capacity. I don't know. But I really liked the pattern on it. And I measured this, but I forgot already. It's 18 by 12 by 12. So 12 tall, 12 deep, 18 across.
This walnut piece I just thought was funny, and I think my dad would like it, so I am gifting it to him. It's like an old school fidget spinner, so you could be playing with this all day.
So just a quick little haul today. I hope I've encouraged you to do a little bit of decluttering, a little bit of early spring cleaning, and just get it out of your house if you have not used it. And then when you go to the donation drop off, then you can sneak inside and find yourself a treasure. All right, I'll see you next week.